November midterm election now less than 4 weeks away.
And tonight we're taking a closer look at the race for Chula Vista Council District 2. The area covers the northwest part of Chula Vista. The seat is currently held by Councilmember Jill Galvez, who is now running for Chula Vista mayor.
Steve Stenberg, a retired firefighter, is running against Jose Preciado, a water district director with Sweetwater Authority. Joining us now to talk more about the issues is Steve Stenberg. We appreciate you joining us here for some insight on this election. Steve, you spent more than 40 years as a firefighter, law enforcement. You're a military veteran. Tell us how that gives you perspective to campaign for public office.
So, I grew up here in San Diego and Chula Vista. I went to elementary school. I went to Benita Vista High School as a graduate, went to Southwestern College. Then I thought it was good to join the service. It just felt like the right thing to do, so I joined the Air Force. I did my 4 years in the Air Force. I went to Korea, learned how to speak a foreign language, came back. I got back out of here. Since I was in law enforcement in the Air Force, I went into federal law enforcement here locally. I did about 5 years here locally, and then I just on a whim, somebody suggested I try the fire department, so I did. I had no fire experience, and they hired me. And I just celebrated, I retired in '09 from the federal fire department, and I just retired from CAL FIRE here this last August, and I've got a total of 37 years of fire service and 45 years of public safety. With that in mind, the way I support police and fire, that's my main deal. Boots on the ground. I've been to fires. I've slept on the ground. I've been to fires. You feel the heat. Been to emergencies. I've seen more death than I ever cared to see again in the rest of my life. I feel that I can relate to the fire and police departments, who I mainly support. But I also support the people of Chula Vista. We opened a small business in 2015, a family business, Third Avenue Ale House. We got the Mayor's Revitalization Award that year because they wanted to spruce up Third Avenue. And I feel that owning your own business helps you with the city council because you know what you can spend money on and what you can't, and you can't buy things without money in the bank. And I feel the city council really needs business owners that could have that same perspective, so they don't just buy, figure the money's going to come down the road.
Let me ask you something about Chula Vista itself. You said you grew up there. It's the second largest city here in the county, so it's very impactful. Give us a clear idea of what you really think are the big issues in Chula Vista and how you plan to tackle those priorities.
Chula Vista, from what I can see, first off, the police and fire. So we have Measure A that was passed in 2018, and we have an oversight committee that watches that money, and we need to make sure it's a no sunset clause. So that means that tax and that money that goes into that at $16 million a year will be for life. When my kids are my age, it'll still be getting collected. But we need to watch that closely. Not that I'm saying there's any crooks in the city, but the city has tried to raid it twice, but the oversight committee has stopped them both times. We need to keep that oversight committee going. Along with that, housing is a big deal. Housing, I bought my house in 1991 in the Hilltop neighborhood. I've lived there now 30 years. I've raised 2 boys. On top of that, I got 3 grandkids. My mom was a 30-year school retiree with Chula Vista Elementary, and my dad was the assistant city manager of Chula Vista starting back in '64. I feel that citizens, from what I've talked to, they're worried about neighborhood safety. That's the biggest thing I worry about, and right after that about the homelessness. They said the homelessness is growing, and they're worried about how nobody seems to be having a tackle on that problem. In CAL FIRE, I worked out of El Cajon for 10 years, and I worked with a company called El Cajon Transitional Living Center. They were fantastic people to work with. They take in the homeless. They took over an old motel with 200 rooms. It's a faith-based program, no drugs, no alcohol. They do psychological counseling services, and they get people restarted that want to restart in their lives. And I think we should bring something like that. We could bring them. We should bring something like that to Chula Vista, where we could go ahead and buy out, between the federal and us, buy out an old motel and start that same program for people that want to get off the street, or people that are like school students. I find a lot of school students and people that are living in their cars and going to school, even high school students, which amazes me that a high school student could be living in their car and going to school to take their shower, then going back in their car for the evening. And so I think that's the big 2 things, homelessness and crime.
Yeah, homelessness obviously is a problem widespread here in the county, in the city of Chula Vista, beyond. It's something that has to be addressed. When it came to the primary, you were on top as far as the results go, but by a slim margin, a few hundred votes. When you talk to folks out there, what do you say to them about why they should vote for you, why they should vote, period, in this upcoming election?
Well, I tell them that, look, first off, I have 45 years of public safety, so I'm 100% behind police and fire. I also support the workers union, ACE, because they are the backbone of Chula Vista that keeps police and fire going. I tell them that they should vote for me for one thing, because prior to January, the opposite, my other candidate, was voting for defunding the police. And he didn't say defund police, he said defund public safety. And what fire doesn't understand, because they've endorsed them, is defund public safety means you're going to defund fire and police at the same time.
And so you think that's the fundamental difference between
and that's
you
a
and
big
Jose
deal, because defund police is the
Preciado?
wrong way to go now. We need to build up our police and fire, not tear them back down. Social workers are good, but social workers aren't going to show up to crimes and solve them. We need police officers on the ground, and we need firemen with ambulances to answer when we call 911. We want somebody to show up.
All right. Well, Steve Stenberg, thank you so much, and good luck with your election. And of course, we also invited your opponent, Jose Preciado, who has not responded just yet, for a request for an interview so we can give voters a clear look
Well, you know, I
at
ran
what's on the
across 4
ballot.
people, and three of my people endorsed me the week after the election. Now, there's 4 more weeks. I give Jose time. It's 4 more weeks to endorse me. But meanwhile, with that in mind, I hope he does show up. And www.stevestenberg.com. You can look at my website.
All right, we like to hear both sides. Steve, thank you very much. We appreciate your insight and good luck in
All right,
the
thanks a
election.
lot. Appreciate it.